one of those things that you look at what Dustin and Ryan are to their teams, and that's pretty special to be nominated in that group. And I think that any leader in our sport, and pretty much any team sport, to be associated with Mark Messier is pretty special. And he's kind of the leader that I think all other leaders are kind of compared to, and it's something that you're very honored to be involved in.
Shane, I'm curious, did you watch the final much? And who do you root for?
You hope that it's a tie and that they give it to the team the more you let someone else play. But you know what? It was just it was unbelievable hockey to watch the way that they played and to watch the way the Kings played and in New Jersey. You admire the way that the games played and the intensity, and you appreciate it, I think, when you go as far as you did and you don't win it, you realize how difficult it is.
Do you root for either side of it all? A lot of guys root for their own conference, or they just beat you. How can we root for them?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to. I think you root for people you're friends with, and you might not be as concerned with who wins more than, and you're cheering for people, individuals, to maybe win their first Stanley Cup or for them to get another Stanley Cup. And I think that's, you talk to players and they always tend to be cheering for their friends and people they've grown up with.
Shane Messier's influenced a lot of guys, obviously. He's led by example and he's led by voice and everything. When you broke into the National Hockey League with the Jets, I mean, were there guys that you kind of looked up to that maybe passed on certain qualities to you?
Yeah, every captain that you've had, I think you've taken leadership qualities from, and every veteran guy that you've kind of had the opportunity to get to know. Chris King and Keith Kachuk and Teppo Newman were my captains for my time in Phoenix. And, those guys, they're all very uniquely different, and yet every one of them were incredible captains, and I think that you take a little bit from them. And then obviously, I grew up south of Edmonton, so with Messier being from that area and knowing the whole family and everything that goes into the legend that he's become, and as a leader, it's everyone tries to emulate the people that have won. Everyone tries to emulate him.
With July 1st coming up, what are you feeling these days? I mean, with your uncertain future with the franchise right now, we're still waiting to hear about that. I mean, is it a confusing situation? You're kind of in limbo to a certain extent.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is confusing. It's disappointing. You'd love for everything to be settled and done, and that's one of the things that weighs on everybody. Everybody wants to get this whole situation settled. Don't really know what's going on, obviously, and they'd love for someone to come out and tell you that, hey, this is the way it's going to be, this is what it's going to be for the next 5 years. It's hard on the organization, it's hard on the franchise, and you wish it would have done.
Ideally, you want to stay, but on July 1st, if somebody gives you a phone call, I mean, you got to listen, don't you?
No, I mean, ideally, there's no question about it. Don and Tip, we've all talked. Everyone knows the situation, and yeah, I mean, you'd love to have known the situation with the Coyotes and have it done, and make sure that you didn't have to worry about what's going to happen 2 years from now, 3 years from now. And you hope that Mr. Jameson is able to get the team bought and everything kind of works out.
Thanks, Shane.
Can you get an award that focuses not only on what you do on the ice, but on the person you are off the ice? To somebody like yourself, I imagine that probably means a little extra.
Yeah, I think that every player is so much more than just a hockey player. I mean, that's what you do, and it's your passion, and you love it, and it's really your focus of your work for sure. But I've always been taught, and I believe that your identity in being a hockey player, your identity is a lot more than that. Hopefully, that you can emulate what you really want to be. It's something that I do. I'm proud of the way I've been taught to be raised and the way that I'm supposed to act.
Especially after a season like this, the run you guys went on, are you at the point where you can look back and say that was pretty fun, pretty impressive?
I'm getting there. I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but it's still. But you look back and you see, I remember when New York got knocked out, and you're thinking, how close they were. Not too bad they were so close for them. And realizing that you were that close. It's tough, but it was a fun run, and you want to do it again. You'd love to be playing next week to get going again.
Ray Whitney was named to the NHL's second All-Star team today via press release. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that. Pretty deserving given the season he's had.
He was a guy that he was a catalyst for our offense throughout the whole year. it was a lot of fun to have someone like him play on the team. He's one of those guys that we all enjoy so much, and everyone roots for. Every team that he's played on roots for him. You go to Carolina, and they love him there. And Florida loves him. San Jose loves him. He's been a lot of places, so we tease him.
A lot of love everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of love for him. But so deserving. He made our team so much better with his skill.
Thanks, Don. Congrats, man.